What's going on, YouTube? And welcome to another installment of Fandamonia Ltd's Sports Previews. This is our Super Bowl special where we're going to be previewing the Pittsburgh Green Bay game. And if you've been watching any of our other sports segments, there's been a missing persons report out for a Shane Morris. Shane Morris was the gentleman that sent our first fan letter in, and we invited him on the show. And after numerous attempts, Mr. Morris decided to join us today. Welcome, Mr. Morris.
What's up, YouTube? Hope you're ready for an excellent Super Bowl with an offensive field explosion with Green Bay and a shutdown defense with Pittsburgh. You gotta be excited about it.
All right. Everybody loves a camera hawk. Now, as you know, the Super Bowl is Green Bay versus Pittsburgh, and I think the first thing I'm going to say that Mr. Morris didn't say in his intro was the fact that Green Bay is a 2.5-point favorite. What do you think about that? Do you think that I understand there needs to be spreads, Vegas needs their money, but Green Bay, really? A 2.5-point favorite? I know they're a hot team, but we're talking about a two-time Super Bowl champion Pittsburgh Steelers here. What do you think?
I think it's ridiculous. I would give 3 points to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's been shut down in the playoffs. Roethlisberger's, 7-2 in the playoffs? Lifetime? Career? Pittsburgh's obviously anyone's pick with their defense. Aaron Rodgers showed, greatness all season long, but really, how great can he stand up against defense?
That's the thing that I think is the problem here. Is I think everybody's piggybacking Aaron Rodgers too much. Yes, he's has great statistical performances, but it's due in part because they don't have much of a running game. Yeah, they've had a couple 100-yard games here and there, but I think the pressure the Steelers defense has with their zone blitzing schemes and stuff like that, it's gonna be some stuff Aaron Rodgers hasn't really seen. I mean, he sees it in practice, yes, because the Green Bay has a great defense, but they met in 2009, which wasn't that long ago. It's basically two similar teams, and you figure their defense Green Bay's defense was a little better in 2009 than what it is now, and you figure against the blitz, Roethlisberger was, I think, 6 of 7 for like $120 and a couple touches against their blitzing schemes. So, Aaron Rodgers, that zone blitz, and you figured when they had that matchup a year ago, they had their 1,000-yard rusher Ryan Grant in the game. Now they don't know who they're running back. James Stark shows up every now and then. Jackson shows up. Kuhn shows up every now and then, but they don't have consistency in the running game. And that's the Steelers are already one of the greatest run defenses there is in the league anyway. So basically, if they know there's no running game and they're able to just sit back and play the pass, it's going to be a rough day for Aaron Rodgers.
58.2 yards per game is what teams averaged against Pittsburgh rushing, which is ridiculous. Unheard of. 4th best all time in NFL history. It's going to come down to Dick LeBeau's defensive schemes. I know Green Bay's not going to run the ball. Everyone knows that. They don't have much of a running game. Well, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to, I think, coaching. And Mike Tomlin definitely lacks a little coaching on offense, as we've seen the week before last. Almost blew it in the second half. Throwing it deep on first down and second down when the whole first half, the rushing game worked for him. So I doubt Mike Tomlin a little, and I think Dick LeBeau is going to be the man, and it's going to come down to what he comes with on defense.
Yeah, I think what it's going to come down to, honestly, is something that I feel Pittsburgh fans sometimes take for granted, and that's quarterback play. That's the one thing that kind of upsets me. We still see to this day, and I think that's what's going to shine the most is Pittsburgh fans. They've gotten a little spoiled with all their Super Bowls, but they like to praise their defense. It's all the defense won this, the defense, but yet last time I checked, in between Terry Bradshaw and Ben Roethlisberger, how many Super Bowls did Pittsburgh win?
5.
In between?
Oh, none.
None. Okay. And they did get to one Super Bowl in between that time, and what killed them? Quarterback play. Remember the infamous interception
Larry
to nobody?
Brown. Larry
Thank
Brown,
you.
Super Bowl MVP.
So I think this is going to be the moment that Ben Roethlisberger finally silences the critics and I expect a big game from Roethlisberger. He's got the speedster Mike Wallace. He's got the steady punch him in the mouth guy. Hines Ward is still, you never notice it, but if you look at a stat sheet, you always see Hines Ward blocking, and you're just like, man, he's just such a great blocker. But then you'll look at the stat sheet at the end of the game, and he'll have 5 to 10 catches for 100 yards, and you're like, wow, I didn't even really notice him because he's just such a force blocking for them. And then right now, Rashard Mendenhall he's running the ball out of his mind. I think the play-action pass is going to hurt. Green Bay's a blitz-happy defense. I think Ben Roethlisberger is going to eat up that play-action pass. And, the speedster and Wallace and them 2 other young kids they have just going to tear it up, And, that's what I'm thinking this game's going to turn into. I think this is going to be Ben Roethlisberger finally saying, hey, you know what? You can talk about Tom Brady and Peyton Manning all you want. This is my 3rd Super Bowl win. You know what I'm saying? I'm the elite quarterback. Look at me put up this game. I think Ben's going to have a huge game. I'm predicting 300, maybe 350 passing, at least 4 touchdowns. That's my prediction. Ben Roethlisberger, he's going to bring it home for the Steelers. How about you, sir?
I'm taking Steelers, although we do have doubts with the offensive line play of the Pittsburgh Steelers with their rookie Pro Bowl center out, probably not going to play in the Super Bowl. I have to take the Steelers. They just look, like you said, their offense is looking really good. Although I am wary of Clay Matthews' play and A.J. Hawk. They're beasts. They can't be stopped. But I'm going to take Pittsburgh 35 to probably 21.
35-21? I'm thinking, I want to say it's going to be something like, 42-35. I want to say it's going to be a high-scoring game, but then again, it's one of them games that it could either be a 17-14 battle or it can be a 42-35 game. Either way, as much as it pains me, I'm going to take Pittsburgh because, I just think it's Roethlisberger's time. I really do. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Pittsburgh fans take their quarterbacks for granted. That's why Terry Bradshaw never came back to the city for 20 years. And I think Roethlisberger loves Pittsburgh. I really do. He realized Pittsburgh gave him second chances. He had the mistake earlier in the year, and they kept him around, whereas Santonio Holmes, they booted him for his mistake. I think he understands the city does love him, and I think he's gonna shine. He's gonna have the moment. It's gonna be Roethlisberger's moment, in my opinion. I got Steelers winning, Roethlisberger Super Bowl MVP, 3 to 350, 4 touchdowns. You heard it here. But the last time I said something like that was my Seattle upset over the Bears. So if you're betting, you might want to go with Green Bay on this one because of what I just said. But how about you? You already made your prediction. Any final thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Steelers got it locked up.
Steelers about to win another one. They're about to take over the dynasty page over the Patriots.
Let me add, Roethlisberger will be the 4th quarterback in NFL history to win 3 Super Bowls by the age of 30.
It's a good stat, and right now the other one is still playing. So, he's, in my opinion, I know Peyton Manning's great and all that, but after he wins the Super Bowl, him and Brady are going to be battling out for this decade's Player of the Year. It's sometimes you wonder that the only things that I worry about is sometimes you wonder the AFC right now beats each other up so much that that's why the NFC sneaks a couple little wins in here and there. Exactly like the Saints, because it's like they beat each other up, they slug it out like every round's a battle, So, that's about going to do it here for our Super Bowl preview. Mr. Morris, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I know one of your comments, is this professional enough for you?
Very nice.
I set up a few sports memorabilias we have here at Fandamonia. I got, I did the whole wide variety for you. We got the Jordan and and Sanders Wheatie boxes. We got some Vic helmets, some Michael Jenkins that I'm telling you, Vic and Michael Jenkins would have turned out to be Montana Rice. My kids would be set for life. I'm telling you, with all the stuff I got. But
the biggest Michael Vick fan I know.
We got so Michael Vick, we're still looking for you to follow us at Twitter.
Michael Vick, where are you at?
Michael Vick, come on, man. I've been hollering at you, man. I understand I'm not going crazy, this, and this. I've been following you since you were in high school, man. I'm telling you. follow us, Phantom Money LTD, on our Twitter account. We also got the Kurt Angle following the wrestling people. We're going to start dabbling into some videos talking about some other stuff like that. And we will give a big shout out. Zoom in. Greatest fighter of all time. I don't care what nobody says. Well, okay, greatest middleweight in Pride, light heavyweight of all time, because we got Fedor out there. Vanderlei Silva right here. I met him in person one time. It was a great experience for me. He is now the first professional athlete following us on Twitter account phantommoneyltd.com. If y'all only know about him on UFC, you need to go check him out. His Pride fights, especially Quentin Jackson, because y'all sleeping. You thinking, oh, he lost Quentin Jackson UFC. Man, this dude murdered Quentin Jackson in Pride. I'm telling you, murderous. The Axe Murderer. Big shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? It's about going to wrap it up, folks. I think we might, if you got some time, we might keep you around for another little miscellaneous project since you're here. You got some time?
Anytime.
All right, folks. We're about to have another video popping up here soon. Y'all have a good one. Hit us up, Phantomonia LTD at att.net. Twitter, Phantomonia LTD. And Facebook, there it is, Phantomonia LTD. Got the little Jason Mind Sculptor for our Magic players here. Hit that little like button. You know what I'm saying? Keep in contact with us. We want to hear from you people. All right, y'all have a good one out there.
Peace.